Hey guys, Catherine here from Gastric Sleeve Diaries. I'm here to do my 11-week check-in for post-op VSG. As you can see, my big news of the week is that I cut my hair off. Well, I didn't cut it, but I got it cut off. It was just getting too hot and long and tangly. So I decided to just get rid of it. It's been about 5 years since I've had it short, and yeah, I'm really liking it so far. It's so much easier to maintain and upkeep, and I figured, I know the hair loss starts to come at about the 3-month point, so I figured I'd try and preempt that by cutting some off, so hopefully it doesn't tangle as much and I'm not, pulling out big chunks of it. So yeah, I figured, I'm 60 pounds down, so it was a good milestone to go ahead and get it cut. So in terms of stats, I'm 5'10". My starting weight was 290. By the time I did a pre-op diet for 3 or 4 weeks, then was 267 the day of surgery, and today, 11 weeks post-op, I am 228, so that's a total loss of 62 pounds. So yeah, that feels really good. Interesting though, so 228 is a weight that I was probably between 215 and 230 for a good 3 years. So it's a weight I feel really comfortable at, but it's strange because now it's the weight is distributed differently than it used to be. So there's a lot more weight still in my arms and on my stomach, and I feel like my legs have gotten smaller and my chest area has gotten smaller. So it's just kind of weird because I'm the same weight, but I feel like it's a different body to what I used to have at this weight. And that was kind of before I gained that 60 pounds in over a year or two period, and kind of ballooned a little bit. So yeah, so let's see, let me just check what I wrote down to talk about this week. Yeah, so I actually started with my personal trainer again at 6 a.m. this morning, which was a little bit brutal. He did all my measurements. I've lost 7 inches from up here, another 7 inches from my waist, so lots of different lower measurements, which was fun. But one interesting thing he said was I started working out with him when I was at around 290, and then lost a lot of weight with him, but also built muscle when I was trying to maintain a certain weight to qualify for the insurance. So basically built a lot of muscle before I went in for the surgery, and I'm really glad I did that because basically you do lose muscle during this process. I mean, I think we all eat protein to try and mitigate that, but it inevitably happens. So I lost my body fat percentage, went way down over the months I was working with him pre-surgery. But then since surgery, he said he was actually expecting, when he did the measurements today, my body fat percentage may have gone up because of my muscle loss. I'm actually at the same body fat percentage. I figured my body fat percentage would be way down. But I guess interestingly, yeah, you're losing fat, but you're also losing muscle. So actually, I've lost a lot of weight, but my body fat percentage and makeup is still the same. So back working with him twice a week to try and do circuits, build muscle, all of that good stuff. So I'd say if you are pre-op, I would really recommend trying to work out and build muscle before surgery, so that loss post-surgery of that muscle and all that isn't as bad. Let's see. So I also went in for my appointments. I don't think I said this last week, but I met with my surgeon. All my blood work came back normal and great, except I need to get more vitamin D. I don't know if any of you guys do shots or anything like that. I figured I'm going to try and get out in the sun more. I think that's the main way you get more vitamin D. And the nutritionist talked a little bit about, so basically they have guidelines that, you should get 60 grams of protein a day, but she was talking a lot about what they really want us to do is the hunger, fullness, trust model. So I don't count anything, which is really mentally liberating after like years and years and years of counting and tracking and all of that. So basically they want, protein first, then fruits or veg, and then, if you have to, have a little starch, but I think they prefer you not to. And basically it's eat until you're full, and when you're full, you stop. And that's the model. And it's hard because I think when we're dieting, we kind of get disconnected from what our body's telling us we want, and we just, try and fight it. And now it's all about getting the body and the brain really in tune together. So it's interesting. And part of the scary thing is every day, I asked her, but some days, I feel, I don't really want to eat anything. And some days I feel really hungry, and I feel like I can actually fit more in my sleeve, which I didn't really understand. And so what she was saying was that depending on how much your body needs calorically to get in, your brain sends signals to your stomach, which makes the muscles kind of contract or whatever, or digest faster. So when your body needs more calories, your brain tells your stomach, okay, move this through quicker so we can get a little bit more in. So I thought that was really interesting because I didn't realize that. And when you're cued into your hunger, it changes every day, and that can feel kind of like, oh God, I could eat too much today. So yeah, that made me feel a little better. And she was also talking about the 80-20 split, and that, if what you're doing 80% of the time is good, that's great. And what you fill your fridge with is good, and what you have at home is good. And then, an occasional ice cream on a really hot day is not terrible, but it's not something you want to make a habit out of. So that was interesting. I know I talked last week about kind of struggling with sweets. So one thing I've been doing is making a fruit salad and having that every night with a couple tablespoons of Cool Whip. The other cool thing is, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'll grab it. These are actually really good. They're 100-calorie packs of almonds, but they're cocoa roasted, so they have that little sweet taste that I sometimes crave. What else? There was one more thing. I can't remember. But so that's been helping. Sorry, my dog just chewed up this pen all over the couch. Perfect. All right, so let me just see what else I had in my list. Yeah, so I'd say I'm just trying to make the most out of this tool in this first year, because I know it's really important. Trying to make, good, smart decisions, and yeah, it's all a little scary and overwhelming sometimes, I think. But for the most part, things seem to be going pretty well. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, I've been really good actually about drinking water. It sounds so stupid, but it helps me if I have something I can drink out of consistently. So I always thought these things were really dumb. I was like, why does anyone drink out of them? They're stupid. But I was trying to do a water bottle, but this I take everywhere. I've been bringing it to the gym. I have it at work. It basically never leaves my side, and I fill it with water, and I know, like, okay, I've had like 5 of these today so far. And it sounds stupid, but it really helps me. For some reason, having something like that, I don't know, not really as helpful. So that has been a good trick. Oh, and I think I forgot to say, I can't remember if I said that I was down 2 pounds this week. So that's good. Just trying to plug away. And I think over the next 2 weeks I may see a stall, but just because I'm working out again. And I know that when you start to build that muscle and work out, that you do tend to hit a stall. So I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys have a great week. All right, bye.